Alright, check this out, man. A little backstory real quick. I used to be pretty good at chess. Stopped playing for years and years. Now I'm completely trash. But yeah, this guy just played so defensive. This the most defensive player I've made in a long time. Like this move right here. This was really my fault. Right here, I already knew that I was gonna go pawn to E4 and challenge both his pawns. I should have already slid my my rook over to E1 before I even advanced that pawn. But as soon as I did, boom. This is what he's supposed to do, but let me just show you from the beginning. That's what he was supposed to do right there, but this him playing so defensive the whole game pissed me off. Like, I don't know what I want. I haven't found a good opening yet. I'm still practicing openings. So boom, pawn to C3. Boom, I go up to cut him off right there. He bring his knight out, I bring mine out. I don't know what he's doing over there, but I didn't like it, so put a stop to it. He backed his homie up. I like bringing my knight out over here. When they're doing a lot on one side of the field like this, I like putting my knight in the corner like that right there. Some people might think it's crazy, but look at the squares he got control of over there. Like, even if my pawn wasn't on C3, I still might have most likely put my knight there because he got all this action going on this side. So he bring his bishop out. Now, this is one of the first mistakes I made. I saw his bishop there. I made a mental note that his bishop was there. Then I completely forgot. Like, I wouldn't have made this move. And this is the first instance of him being so defensive. He either move or, well, he don't have to move from that spot. But he brought his queen up. I said, fuck it, I don't like this position, so I took it. Which I like. I'm glad I did that. You'll see later, since I took that, he brought his rook down to A6, and his rook stayed there forever. Rooks are already hard enough to get into the game as is, but him putting it right there, I think, really hurt him. So boom, bring my queen out. I was gonna get that rook if he didn't do nothing about it. But of course, Mr. Defensive Cater, 888, boom. He's not having it. So I castle. He starts opening up over here. I moved my bishop from there to there. I don't have many spaces open, but I feel like it was a better spot once the pawns start moving. Now he's trying to move up. So I bring my horsey up, challenge his queen. He come over here like he finna do something. So I bring my other horsey up. Now he in the corner. So I bring my rook over to protect his knight because I want to do something. I want to make something happen over here because homeboy playing so defensive. I'm the one got to do something. Push that pawn up to cover my knight and put some pressure on. He bring his knight up. I'm taking it. Oh, he's trying to get the queen. This is one of the two most aggressive moves this dude made. Probably did two only aggressive moves this dude made the whole match. So, he can't get my queen like that. I came right here. I should have went to C3, I think. Let me think. No, that was right. I think it was one spot. It might have been C4 I should have went. Yeah, I should have went C4, took his pawn on E6 with my pawn, and he would have still been covered. But it's cool. Well, never mind. He took that pawn. I moved my rook over. He do his thing. I take it. He take it. Now, this is... I wasn't paying attention. Had I known... Had I saw his bishop over there sitting quietly, I wouldn't have did this. Boom. First mistake. Got my ass. And look at the time. 3 seconds. He was waiting on that shit. You see, it say 1906 on his side. 1903. He already took it. He was waiting on it. And I was so shook because I still hadn't seen it at that point. I'm like, dang, what now? I thought he was going to chill, so I pushed this pawn up to open up the middle a little bit. He, of course, brought his knight up to cover both of those pawns. Man, this dude pisses me off. He's playing right, but I don't like being the only person on offense the whole match. Do something, bro. So I took it. He took it. And then I brought my rook over. I got to learn to start doing this. Before I say about right here. Yeah, about right here or right here, I should have. Yeah, right here, I should have brought my rook from F1 to E1. Then push my pawn up to pressure the middle. It'll made him a little harder for him. Because he really only make moves off what I do. If I would have moved my rook over, maybe he wouldn't have been scared. Because I got a pawn and a knight right there. But as soon as I push this pawn up, of course he was going to hop on it with his knight. Take it like I did. He take it with his knight. And if my rook was on E1, I could have moved. I probably would have took G6, which would have put him in check. Then I would have took that rook over there. And I'm pretty sure I would have got out safely. I'm not sure. Anyway. He brought his rook over to defend the mid. Brought my queen up. Because I see that bishop's not defended. I'm desperately trying to make something happen. And he's constantly playing defensive, which is fine. It was working. But it was pissing me off. Plus, he up a piece. So he brought his queen down to defend the bishop. It's like, man, come on. Then I pressured the bishop some more. And I was not expecting this. Boom. He actually went on the offensive, which surprised the hell out of me. If anything, though, I thought he would have took it with his bishop. Either way, it was fine, but I was expecting him to take it with the bishop. Boom. Of course, I had to take it. And watch this. Boom. What is going on here? What is going on here? This is a completely different person now. What is going on? So I just hit a side step to the side. And at this point, I'm like, oh my God, if he play this right, he can win. Like, he can win this. I don't know how many moves, but if he play it right, he can win. So at this point, well, I might have been fine, but all I know is during the match I was desperate, so I went on I did something crazy. I offered him to exchange queens. It puts him in check. He has to either move or do something about that queen. Only thing he could do is take it with his queen. He chose not to, which was not the right decision. So, what do I do next? Check. Now, let me talk about this chick. This old me, about 5, 6 years ago, would have saw this. I accidentally bumped into this chick. I knew I couldn't check him with my queen again because he would have got a free horsey, free knight. So I'm looking at my squares. So I decided to move my knight to D7, and like boom, it's like dang. I checked him and I get a free queen out of it. It was beautiful, a beautiful accident. So he moves there. I took the queen, of course. He like taking things. He like taking things that's not his. That bastard. So I check him. Now, here I'm feeling a little better, but I'm not convinced. I checked him, he moved back, check him again. Now this is where he fucked up. I want you to pause it if you want to and tell me what the right move for him to do is. He fucked up. He did probably the only wrong move. So I got him a check, boom. He decides to hop on a white. Push the pawn up. What he should have did is hop on that white square, F7. I think he would have had a better fighting chance there. Because he hopped on F7, I got a free check that wasn't there. Once that check was over, he hopped on F7. I wouldn't have been able to check him again, at least not immediately. And I definitely wasn't trading rooks with him. I don't know if I could have afforded to trade rooks with him. If he was on F7, if I would have pushed my queen up to H6, that's probably what I would have did. But that would have took one move. And then I could leave my rook there on E1. I would have had to move it. There's just a lot going on that he really messed himself up with that. Pawn to G5, that really messed him up. So I got to check. I had to get that rook because that rook been looking at me crazy all game. I had to go and take him out the game. I ain't like how he was looking at me. He kept looking at me like that. It wasn't cool. So at this point, it's pretty much over for him. And he did what he should have did earlier. Instead of pushing his pawn up, he should have put his king on a white space like he is right now, which would have took him out of check and pushed that bishop up there. That would have put me. That would have challenged. He would have challenged me with his bishop, and I couldn't have did nothing but move out of the way because I'm not trading my queen for no bishop. So yeah, boom, cleared it up. Now he want to bring his bishop up, which did nothing, honestly. Well, yes, it did. It kept me from checking him on F6. But really, what did it do for him? So, boom. Oops, too quick. Boom, knight up for the check. Rook up for the checkmate. Man, this was a frustrating match. Let me see. I was talking trash to him too. Oh, I can't pull up the chat. I wasn't talking too trash. I was like, man, you finally going on the offensive. Took you long enough. And oh yeah, when I put my queen right here and he moved right here, and I put that knight right there, I said, you chose to take the trade, bro. But yeah, I'm gonna start recording these because this is not even the best match I had today. This was just the one that annoyed the hell out of me. Bye.